guys, welcome back to another video, and this is actually just about a minute after the second dominate video. So this is on another server. It's I'll put the server IP in the description. It's called Jectile, I believe. Now there's two different ones. There's Shudo, which is kind of like a COD-based PvP server, and then there's this Zambies, which is I think more relaxed. Well, yeah, it's more relaxing than the Shuda, but it's still not very relaxing, but it's a little more laid back. It's called Zambies, and I've actually played on this for a while. I'm level 47, almost level 48, and it's basically just a zombie survival with guns. So I'm just gonna put on the resource pack. It'll be a few seconds, and there you go. So basically, this is just zombie survival with guns. And it's not like zombie survival where you go into a world. It's like small-ish maps, very small by adventure map standards, but just average-sized maps. And there are different bosses every 10 waves. So this is one of the more popular maps. So you have Roadway. There's 4 servers for each thing. Roadway with the Skelly Twins boss. Dust 2 with the Jumping Jello boss. Temple with the Siren boss. Freight with the Piggybacker boss. Resort with the Snow Witch boss, and Rooftop with the TikTok boss, and then Nuketown with the Wither boss. So yeah, and there is room for another map there, and if they add more maps, they'll probably just expand it. So there's a horse here that you can ride around on, and if somebody's on the horse and you don't want them to get on, and you want to get on the horse, you just right click and it'll throw them off. So that's just a fun mini game to play when you're waiting for friends. So if you guys want to see a specific map or a specific boss, I'll probably play through them all. Then just say so. But yeah, so for now, because it's the only one open that I really like to play, TikTok Rooftop. But first, if you want to play, this is the main menu. And so you have your class loader. I'm running a flamethrower, giant's crossbow, baseball bat, C4, airstrike, first aid kit, and porcupine as my perk. Now you can't, unless you buy the rank, you cannot get a tier 2 or 3 things. Like I can try, but as you see in the chat right there, it says I can't. So class loader, these are the ones I can currently use, and that's the one I'm using right now, so it has none the perk. And then you also get your weapons shop, your equipment shop, your perks, and then your skills, which I have all my skill points allotted. Once you get to a certain point, level 28 I believe, you can't allocate anymore. So I'm just gonna quick rooftop game. So yeah, this is usually with multiple players, so occasionally I get on with some friends. So yeah, I believe that was actually leftover from a previous game. So there are 2 main points to camp on this one. There's this point where you have to watch your back, so don't do it if with only one person. Yeah, that was actually because porcupine perk. When they do damage to me, I do damage to them, and I can just sit here for a really long time playing this. So yeah, and I'll probably depending on how long the episodes go, I'll probably break this into 15-minute episodes, and I'll probably upload them I'll probably upload them at the same time, just guys don't get waiting. So this is the baseball bat. I have numerous swords perks that allow me to swing farther. It may look like reach hacks, but I promise you they're not. Attack multiple enemies, and execute, which is if I hit them in the head, it does damage. So that right there, insta kill. And then there's this, the giant's crossbow, which is that. And then of course I have a jump ability and a sprint longer ability. There is no natural regen in this, which is why I run first aid kits. That's left click to use on yourself, right click to use on other players. And the giant's crossbow is good, but it's not great for a single player one. So yeah, because it takes time to charge up. I wish that they would make it so that you charge it up, and then once it gets to green, you can hold it there. But alas, you cannot. So I'll probably using the flamethrower more than that. And so these heal 2 hearts extra 2 hearts each thing. And since I'm the only one in here, then yeah. So yeah, and I just killed myself. So that is basically the basics of the game. So I'm gonna change this. So here are all the guns I have. This is really nice, but it has a really long reload that isn't suited for single player single solo playing, because so Gauss rifle's really nice. That's what I like as well. And then I'm going to use the throwing knives on this one. And again, I'm going to play this until I get a suitable gameplay. So at least to the boss once, and then just on from there. So yeah, I mean, if this takes too long, it's already at 6 minutes. Yeah. So there is fall damage in this. I just don't take that much from the. So with this, see how it has 2 of the things on the reload, or on the ammo bar that appears above my hearts. That's left click to use the left one, right click to use the right one, and then a Q to reload before the clip is done. I just gave him the airstrike. So yeah, you can headshot in this. This is the ender pearls are grenades. Yeah, this is the flamer, and it is very nice. He is currently using the ion blaster, I believe, and the door sound was me reloading the flamer. So basically, me and this guy, we can probably go for about 50 waves. The highest I've been on is over 100, and that was with a huge team of people. Eventually it got down to me, a friend, and just a random guy. And eventually my friend had to go, so it was just me and the random guy, and yeah. So occasionally, and so you'll notice how they're all villager zombies except for the baby ones. Well, there are regular zombies in this, and those would actually be players' zombies. They're actually stronger, and they give double XP and coins, so you can see instead of the armor. It used to be like one of those Ender Dragon things. So this is what I like. So this is why I use the baseball bat, because the high knockback, I can actually knock TikTok away from people. And if you can actually just knock them off the edge and do the battle like this. So yeah, the flamethrower, it actually does more damage the more flames they're hit with. So if I were to hit it with one, it would. I don't know the exact stats, but yeah. So that's one. That's 2 little things, and it fires like bursts of shots. So this is like probably the best weapon for mowing down hordes. It has a pretty fast reload speed, which is good for solo playing. And then you'll notice how sometimes music plays, and that's lag. Yeah. And it's block lag. There we go. So the zombies do drop things, as you've been seeing. They drop all kinds of things. And I have numerous perks. Basically, this is probably going to be like a... I mean, if you guys want to see more of this, then I will, but it'll probably just be me playing through all the maps to at least one boss, and then as far as I can go. And he felt... Oh, he was giving me his stuff. So yeah, that explosion there was actually the reactive hat that I had gotten. Its chain helmets are reactive hats. So yeah. And this is C4. Very, very powerful, and this is the guy. So the players are always, of course, more intelligent because they're actually players rather than just AI. So I don't like this because it has 2 ways to get up. With this one, it's only the 1 way. So yeah. So yeah, because that guy left, I'm not going to have very much peace. But, health potion, must get. And I took more damage getting it than I saved, but as you see, it's a very good to lay down C4 beforehand, because then you can detonate it like so, and, you know, by yourself, just, you know, a few seconds of peace and quiet. And that got very few kills. And his ability does lots and lots and lots of damage. As you can see, the little clay blocks, those are my C4s. And if you switch off of the reload before it's done, it goes back to what it was before, so yeah. Now I've gotten rather far before. And now to just get the horde off my back, because it is, well, it's an absolute horde. It's, you know. Oh, and there's my level up, so leveling up at the start of the game is really easy. You can probably hit level 10 within an hour if you're good. Or, you know, you can actually, you know, play with high-level players and get really good that way. Because it goes by kills, yes, but boss fights also give XP. And, you know, they can lower zombies and then you can, you know, kill them. Though I don't exactly recommend that because that leaves very few people happy. Because, you know, kill stealing and such. Yeah. So there are 3 types of minecarts. Sorry, 4 types of minecarts in this game. Minecart chests are supplies. They give something random. Minecarts with ender crystals in them are fire buffs. Great, an airstrike. I totally didn't need any health stuff. So, why is it not getting hit? So normally I would have just died. Because, just because of the simple fact that normally you get damaged by your own explosions and such. But I have a perk, again, lots of perks that do lots of things, that allows me to have 3 times normal starting equipment for one, and another to make me take no damage from explosions, and I just died. So that is going to be it for this episode. I got past the boss, so you could see what the boss was like. So he cannot teleport with the TNT. So if you knock him off the top of the building, then he can't teleport up. He doesn't die from getting knocked off the building, and he doesn't take any fall damage from getting knocked off the building. But it can keep him off your back while the TNT is, because the TNT does a lot of damage. So as I was saying, this is just gonna be the final little bit. So the minecarts with ender dragon eggs in them, those are landmines. One minecart with 1 dragon egg minecart gives 3 landmines, and then the minecarts with furnaces in them are protective vests, which gives you an iron chest plate and 4 absorption hearts. The chest plate lasts until the absorption hearts go away, whether it be by damage or just by time. So yeah, and then one final tip is that if you saw me splitting apart the C4, that's because it's just a bug, and I don't think there would be ever any way to fix it. So say I have 3 C4. C4 is 3 to a thing, or 3 C4s to 1 trigger. And so it's right click to throw, left click to detonate. And if, say I have 2 stacked, instead of using 1 and then I have the other one, if I throw all 3 out, instead of throwing, say, 6 in the same places, which would be useless, but it's even more useless by it only throws out the it just throws out 1, and then it doesn't give you like anything else. It doesn't. If I were to throw out 3 and then trigger it, instead of having an extra C4 with all of its things, I would have no C4s because they were stacked. So always split up your things. It doesn't work with grenades because they're 1 uses. So it's right click to throw and then they detonate. Same with med packs and things like that. But anything that's more than 1 use to an item in your inventory, always split it up because otherwise you're wasting stuff. So there's crawlers, which are basically those cave spiders with TNT that I had for a second there. Again, they're 3 to a thing, and they're very helpful because they just run around and blow up into things. But yeah, that is Zambies. Let me know if you guys want more. Next time I'll probably just go from there. I go to Nuketown, then to Roadway, then Dust, then Temple, then Roadway, or Freight, sorry. Then Freight, and then to Resort. Of them, Nuketown is probably my favorite, or it's probably a tie between between Dust 2, Nuketown, and Rooftop. Those are probably my favorites, and of them, Nuketown is probably the most favorite. Anyways, that's enough of my rambling on. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you guys want more. Adios. Have a nice day. Bye.